Hi, Phil Aston here from Now Spinning magazine with another album review. And this is a band that's new to me, although they're not a new band. And it is Caligula's Horse, and the album is Charcoal Grace. It's only just come out. The band are from Brisbane in Australia. They're a prog metal band, and this album has just been released, and it's the first album I have heard by this band. According to their website, their influences are everything from King Crimson, Steely Dan, Opus, Jeff Buckley, etc. To me, I can hear some Opus. I can also hear some Riverside. I can hear quite a bit of Dream Theater, but not the kind of progressive metal end of Dream Theater, more the kind of, not softer, but the kind of more recent, I guess, Dream Theater albums. And there is also a sprinkling of Stephen Wilson in the arrangements as well, I felt, and a bit of Catatonia in the kind of melancholy kind of approach to things. The album is kind of dips into what the world was going through with the pandemic and the lockdown, etc. But it's a fantastic album. I've gone for the double vinyl album. And it's one of these albums which doesn't quite make a double album. So the fourth side, is an etching. I was trying to look at the timings of the tracks to see if they could have spread it over four sides. They probably could have done, but it would have meant that some of the sides were about 12 minutes long. Would that have been a problem? I think the main key thing is probably because side 2 is a huge track which is 24 minutes long, called Charcoal Grace, which is the title of the album, which is split into four parts: Pray, A World Without, Vigil, and Give Me Hell. It also comes with, it's great, it comes in, just for those of you who are vinyl fans, it comes in polyline sleeves, which, as you know, Now Spinning magazine, that is our campaign that all vinyl should come in polyline sleeves, and these do. And it also comes with a vinyl album size sheet, which gives you all the lyrics and a few photographs as well, which is really, really nice. So what is the music like? It's complex, it's kind of rich, and it's very rewarding. Now, there are different types of rock music. There are many types of music, and obviously there are some songs and tracks and stuff, whether it's heavy metal or whether it's pop, where it follows a pattern of verse, chorus, pre-chorus, middle eight, whatever, guitar solo, etc., and your brain latches onto the earworms within it, and off we go. This isn't that. This is music that you could sit and listen and decide that the next time you listen to it, you're just going to try and focus on the drums. The next time, you're just going to try and focus on the guitars. And then you're just going to try and focus on the voices. Or what I'm trying to say is, it's complex and it's rewarding in that as you listen to these songs, tracks, experiences, it's a different experience and a different set of senses that are triggered each time that you do. So this is a kind of album that I liked it as first time I played it. But the next time I played it, it felt different, and it did the third and fourth times. It isn't the kind of thing you can come away and whistle or kind of hum in your mind. There might be some parts that do that, but it's like a complex multi-dimensional meal or something. There's so many different flavors and textures in it that it's a kind of album that you're not going to tire of. That no matter how many times you put it on, something else will surface that you didn't see the first time round. The World Breathes With Me is the opening track. It's 10 minutes long, and it's got a wonderful gentle piano opening, reverb drums, and then really hard metallic staccato riffs, really progressive metal, if you like. And this is where all those influences I mentioned kind of, to me, surfaced. But the playing is fantastic. The voices are kind of soft. They have got that kind of catatonia. It's not like angst-driven vocals. The vocals kind of interweave and are almost like an additional instrument, but in a very, very melodic way. The next track on side 1 is Gollum, which is quite short for this album. It's 5 minutes and 20 seconds, and this has got kind of a Soen feel to me. Quite complex, again, lots of really complex riffing, etc., great time changes, and very melodic guitar solos. Now, the centerpiece of the album is Charcoal Grace, which is a 24-minute epic track. So 24 minutes is pushing vinyl, not to its outer limits, but if you think that, usually a side of vinyl is about 20 minutes, so it's only 4 minutes over. But it's split into 4. And this has got, lots of things going on here. This is the track that will probably be the most rewarding over time, because I imagine to the musicians, they'll obviously play it live and they'll just remember it. But I think for the average listener, this demands your attention. You're not going to be popping off to the kitchen to make a cup of tea while this is on, because if you come back, it'll be like watching a series on Netflix, and you've suddenly been distracted, and you come back to it and you don't know where you are. It's demanding in that you need to listen. You need to be on the journey with the musicians, to get the concept and get the music, and it will reward you. I think I've said that a lot, haven't I already? But it is that kind of album. However, it's actually side 3. And remember, the side 4 on the vinyl album is an etching. So if it's on CD, I'm basically going through the tracks here. It's on side 3. So I guess that on the CD will be tracks 1, 2, 3. Track 4, Sails, which is 4 minutes 31. The Storm Chaser, 5 minutes 57, and Mute, which is 12 minutes. Which to me is the side or the tracks that I really, really like the most. And that if I really have to laser in on the track that really made my jaw drop in its absolute brilliance, it is Mute. It's absolutely incredible. It starts with this solo vocal with just that right magical amount of reverb, and then it sort of comes in with such a fantastic melody. It's a prog metal masterpiece. It really, really is. It's just, and it goes into parts which are just like sublime beauty. It's got everything in it, and I think I can't say it's the most accessible track because it's got lots going in, but it was the track to me that kind of ticked all the boxes for this kind of music. It is stunning. So this is just my personal opinion. So if you're new to this band and you're going off to stream this, I'm going to recommend you start with the track Mute, because I just think it's kind of like the business card to the band for this album. Others might disagree. Maybe The World Breathes. With me, it will be all the title track, obviously, which is vast. It's like an epic sci-fi movie in itself. But the whole album collectively works. And I've really, really enjoyed it to such a degree that I'm going to go off and find the previous album and also give that a spin as well. But this is a great band. It's on Inside Out Records, part of Sony. I was actually looking through my purchases from 2023 and talking to a couple of people from the Facebook group, Chris House in particular, and he said that nearly everything he buys is on an Inside Out label, and I can understand that because that's where the home of a lot of the music I review and listen to lives. And this is, as I say, it's a great new band to me, but they have been around since 2011, which is actually quite a while in rock terms. As we get older in life, we kind of think that 10 years ago was yesterday. But, back when I was first starting out as a music fan, a band that was together for 10 years was seen as quite unusual. But now it's the norm. It takes that long sometimes to break through into the mainstream. Not saying, that, of course, that Now Spinning Magazine is the mainstream, but it's taken me that long to find them. But it is a great start to 2024. And it's certainly at the moment heading towards my list of top albums, and I'm not even out the first month yet. So that is Caligula's Horse, and I really hope to talk to the guys on our future podcast as well to talk about this album and what their plans are next. I'm absolutely well deserving of your ears and your time. As I said at the start, it's an album that will just keep giving. You don't just catch the chorus and then, a few weeks later or 2 days you start to tire of a track. Your ears get tired of it. I don't think you will with this. This is it's like visiting somewhere that you really love to take the favourite photographs of your favourite place. It's kind of music that will keep giving. And I think that the more you play it, if this is your kind of thing, Riverside, Opus, Stephen Wilson, Sohan, Catatonia, these kind of bands, it will just get under your skin, and it's well worth it. So it's on CD and it's on vinyl, Inside Out Records, highly recommended. So thank you for watching, thank you for being here. Please subscribe, please support me as a patron or YouTube member, and remember, music is the healer and the doctor. So keep spinning those discs, and I shall see you all very, very soon.